Hello there, everybody. Before the start of this pickups vid, I wanted to let everybody know I was recently on another podcast, don't you know? It was the Newfoundland Gamers Podcast with Michael B. the Game Genie and Keep the Joking Gamer. It was interesting, to say the least. It was really fun talking with those guys. So I'm going to put a link down in the description to the episode of the podcast. I'm also going to put a link to the podcast channel, which actually doesn't have any episodes of the podcast on it yet. They get a few more subscribers, they can get past that 15-minute barrier, and they can start posting episodes to that channel. So if you go over there, give a sub from me, their podcast can have an appropriate home. So go ahead and, if you feel so inclined, do that. And that being said, on with the show.
I got some new games. Oh, what a glorious day. Oh, get new games. The kids show you can wait.
Yeah, alright everybody, welcome back. Another pickups video. I'm going to start. I got two games for the 360 recently. Pretty cool games. First up, a game called Akai Katana. It's a side-scrolling bullet hell shoot 'em up. I'm typically very crappy at these games. I don't know. I've seen other people play these games really well. Like Adam Agro does a lot of live streams of these games. I'm not very good at these, but I enjoy playing them anyway. I don't know why, but Akai Katana, pretty cool. And in this game, really enjoying its Lollipop Chainsaw. I held off on buying this for a long time. I just bought it like last week and found myself really having fun with it. It's an excellent, fun hack and slash game. Very visually interesting. Just very stylish, very cool. And the writing is actually really funny too, so that'll always hook me in. If a game is at least funny, I'll play through it. Luckily this game is funny and it's fun to play, so Lollipop Chainsaw, if you haven't tried that one yet, I definitely would recommend it. Alright, and I also have some nice Nintendo goodness here. First up on the Game Boy, it's Ganbare Goemon, one of the mystical ninja games. Pretty fun. Plays pretty much just like the other mystical ninja games on the Super NES. So Ganbare Goemon, pretty cool. This game, Tsuchipai, I guess that's the girl's name. I bought this. It's made by Jalico. I was thinking it was gonna be kind of an action game or something to that effect, because the chick on the cover looks like she's ready for battle. Get it home, put it in, and it's a Mahjong game. It's pretty pissed because I don't give a shit about Mahjong. I don't even know the rules, so that was kind of a waste. Whatever. This game, surprisingly good actually. It's a copy of The Mask, based on the Jim Carrey movie of the same name. This game is surprisingly fun. It's an action platformer where you play as The Mask and you're punching people and hitting them with that big mallet and spinning around like a tornado. It looks good, especially the backgrounds. It's all very nice, very stylish looking, very hand-drawn look. This is actually a fun game, The Mask on Super Famicom. Might want to check it out. And a copy of NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Now each team has 4 players on it, and aside from that I don't really notice any differences. But it's NBA Jam. This was a lot of fun, 2-player, way back in the day. Really cool. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Got some boxed games here. Let's see. This one, Poppin' Twinbee by Konami. It's a vertical shoot 'em up. You could refer to this style of game as a cute 'em up, but that's kind of lame. It's a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. Poppin' Twinbee. Pretty fun game. Also got a copy of Hoshino Kirby 3, or I think it was called Kirby's Adventure 3, or whatever it was called. It's Kirby 3. This released really late in the Super NES lifespan. I think it was released in 1997, which I didn't know they were still releasing games for the Super in 1997, but here it is. And it's a fun game. Kirby games in general are always fun. Check that one out. And then this one, another late release, came out in 96. It's by Squaresoft, Treasure Hunter G. It's obviously a Squaresoft RPG. Battle system isn't quite like, you move around on a grid and you attack your opponents by being adjacent to them or using an attack that has enough range. Yeah, it's a long square RPG with a treasure hunting theme to it. So, pretty cool game. Alright, got some CD games here. Saturn and PlayStation first up. Got myself a copy of Virtua Cop. Fun game. I do have a gun con for the Saturn, so I usually use it to play House of the Dead, but now I got me some Virtua Cop. Always fun. Also on the Saturn, a copy of Street Fighter Zero, aka Street Fighter Alpha. I really like this series of Street Fighter games. I don't know, possibly my favorite. It has some of my favorite characters in it, like Guy, and this is where they really start to amp up the super moves and things like that. But yeah, Street Fighter Zero, really good game. The rest of these are on PlayStation. Got a copy of Doom, which this is an excellent version of Doom because it has Final Doom on it, and it has Doom 2 Hell on Earth, which is really great. Let me read. On the back it says, "Best Doom Yet." You know who said that? John Romero, creator of Doom. So that's funny when the little blurb on the back is actually a quote by the guy who made the game saying how great the game is. But it is really awesome. I've been enjoying playing through Doom and Doom 2 again. I also recently bought the Doom 3 BFG edition on 360 that also features these games. But this one, the Doom 2 one here, I don't know the differences between that one and this one. But this is the one that I remembered playing on the PC way back when. Also got a copy of Persona, Be Your Own Mind. Really cool series of RPGs. Actually, the first one I ever played was Persona 3. I didn't play the first two, so after playing through that one, which is like excellent in my mind, it's like a real masterpiece. I love that game. Going back and trying this one out, it's a little underwhelming, but still pretty cool. Still looking forward to getting further into this game and seeing how it'll improve or get worse. I don't know. But Persona, really cool. Got a copy of Pocket Fighter. Really love these games. This is a seldom talked about fighting game put out by Capcom, but it's got characters from Street Fighter and from Darkstalkers, and I think a couple of, at least one or two original characters. And then each stage, the background is just, populated with all kinds of characters from, the entire gamut of Capcom games. Pocket Fighter really is a fantastic fighting game. So, Pocket Fighter, check that out. This game, super happy to find this. Really great game. Picked it up today, actually, while I was at Hard Off. It's Klonoa Door to Phantom Isle. And just what a really great 2.5D platformer. Just incredibly fun. I really don't know what else to say about the game. It's just really good. It looks good. It plays good. Sounds good. Klonoa, fantastic game. And lastly, got a copy of Castlevania Chronicles. This is great because I'm a huge Castlevania fan. What is in this disc is, first they have the copy of the I think it's X6800 or X68000. It was a Japanese home computer, gaming computer, whatever, but they released a version of Castlevania on it that was really good. So that's on here. It's really great. The soundtrack for that is just fantastic. Really great versions of classic Castlevania music. There's also an arrange mode with a kind of an updated look for Simon, and the music is all remixed once again, and it's some of the best music I've ever heard in a Castlevania game. Definitely on par, perhaps exceeding Symphony of the Night, actually, which is highly praised for its music. The soundtrack for this game is amazing. This was released in the US as well as Japan, so if you get a chance to play Castlevania Chronicles, if you're as big a fan of the series as I am, I would highly recommend that you check this game out. And lastly, I have a nice little stack of PS2 games here. I'm still on kind of a PS2 kick. Been buying a ton of games for that system. First up, God, I hate when they write the letters all crappy. Cyvaria, Complete Edition. It's a vertical scrolling bullet hell shoot 'em up, and it's pretty fun. I'd never heard of this game until I saw it on the shelf today, actually. Got it home, played it for a little while, and it's really fun. Cyvaria. Next up, Saint Seiya Chapter Sanctuary. This game is really cool, based on the Saint Seiya anime series. It's a fighting game, and it also has like beat 'em up segments in it too. And it's actually really fun, really flashy special moves and ultimate moves. And yeah, it's just a really cool game. The story mode plays out episodically, just like you're watching the anime. And I've been actually, surprisingly enough, having a lot of fun with Saint Seiya on the PS2. Here we have a copy of Shinobi by Sega for the PS2. This one's pretty cool. You dashing, jumping, slashing your enemies up. You kill enough enemies in a given area, like 3 or 4, then they'll do this cool like cinematic thing where Shinobi like puts his sword away and then they all like kind of split in half and die. Really cool. Shinobi for the PS2, fun game. Just today went and picked up a copy of Onimusha and Onimusha 2. The Onimusha games, really fun, really cool series by Capcom. Don't know why they stopped making these. I think they made a third one and then stopped. The main characters in the games are always taken from historical figures in Japanese history, and just fun action games, just killing the shit out of demons and monsters with your katana sword. And I was really blown away by the graphics in these back in the day too. They're using full motion video backgrounds and stuff, and I always thought they looked really amazing. Got a copy of Ryuga Gotoku, which is Yakuza. It's the, I guess the Japanese equivalent of a greatest hits version. These games are awesome. The spiritual successors, I guess, to the Shenmue games. Fun, usually pretty cool, deep stories. I don't know whether they're deep, but they're cool enough, criminal gangs beating the shit out of each other. And lots of extras too, lots of stuff to do on the side. Really, it's a whole lot of content in these games always. So, Ryuga Gotoku, really good games. From Konami, got a copy of Zone of the Enders, which is a fun, action-packed mech, blow everything up, kill game. Oddly enough, what's funny is on the back of the box, it mentions Metal Gear Solid more than anything. It's telling you who all worked on the game. So it's like the producer of Metal Gear Solid worked on this game, and someone. But yeah, basically, it's just like all these people who worked on Metal Gear Solid worked on this game. Then inside there's a demo of Metal Gear Solid 2, and there is. But it's just funny how on the back of Zone of the Enders they mention Metal Gear Solid like 3 or 4 times. Aside from that though, Zone of the Enders, pretty cool game. Check it out. They just released an HD collection, which I haven't tried out. Some people said it wasn't very good, that they slowed it down and made it not as good. And then this last game, absolutely fantastic game. Picked it up for about $10 at a hard off not far from here. It is a copy of Eco. If you've never played Eco, shame on you. You should play it. Very fun. It's, I don't know, it's very endearing. I don't know, just a little dude, a little chick, you're running around, grabbing her by the hand, and there's that real dynamic between the two of them. I don't know, it's just kind of like just touching with no real speech between the two of them. It's all kind of like gesturing, and I don't know, it's all body language, I guess. But it's a fun game. Gameplay is fun. The musical score is really good, and it looks beautiful. I was just playing it the other day, and it still looks good. Both this game and Shadow of the Colossus, I can still play them today and and just enjoy it fully. The visuals, everything is good. So Eco, fantastic game. And that's it. That does it for this pickups video. I hope you saw some games you liked. If you did, let me know down in the comments. And if you saw anything today, I guess we can start this, where if you saw something in this pickups video that you might like to see a review of later on down the road, maybe some of these Japanese exclusives that look pretty good to you, let me know. That's always a possibility. I've done it in the past. I hadn't planned on reviewing something, and just in the comments somewhere, someone was like, you know, you should review something for this system, or something along these lines. And I was like, hey, that's a good point, and I did a review. But that's it. That's all there is. So thanks for watching. Again, go check out that podcast I mentioned at the start of this video. Thank you all for watching, subscribing, commenting, all that good shit. And so everybody, take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.